My beloved child, pause for a moment and let my words resonate within your heart, for I long to draw you closer to my everlasting love and reveal the depth of my compassion. I see every step you take, and I notice the silent tears and the triumphant smiles, for none of your emotions escape my attention, and even when you feel invisible, I stand right beside you, whispering gentle words of comfort. You are never alone, for I am always with you, enveloping you in my infinite love, protecting you from dangers both seen and unseen, and leading you toward the brightness of my promise. Know that I am guiding you and shining a light on your path so that you will not stumble in the darkness. Take heart, for this love endures forever. I encourage you to keep your heart open, for I have chosen you with a purpose, and I cherish the time we spend together, whether in moments of prayer or quiet reflection. Feel my assurance and let yourself rest in the knowledge that you were formed with extraordinary intention, a marvel shaped to share love and hope with those around you. I am with you always, ready to defend you when fears arise, and comfort you when burdens feel heavy. So never believe the lie that you stand on your own. I am your loving Father, and I will never abandon you, no matter how uncertain life becomes. Stand firm in this promise of my unwavering presence. Take courage, for my affection for you does not waver. It stays firm in the storms of life, unwavering and resolute, even when your own strength wanes. I am the one who lifts you up when you stumble, who embraces you when doubts swirl in your mind, and who whispers peace when anxiety tries to claim your heart. Lean on me as you walk forward, and realize that every breath you draw is a testimony to my faithfulness, a reminder that I have called you by name. Do not lose hope, for I am your steadfast anchor. Do not fear the shadows that loom in the distance, for they are no match for my radiance, which pierces every corner of darkness and banishes it with a single word of command. I urge you to look past the difficulties before you, for I am crafting a grand tapestry of grace that extends far beyond your current understanding, weaving together the blessings of your life into a vibrant display of hope. Look to me and see how I scatter the clouds that seek to obscure your vision, replacing despair with expectation. You are not alone. I am here, and I will not leave you behind. Let your heart be still in my presence, and allow your faith to flourish like a well-rooted tree, drawing nourishment from the ever-flowing streams of my mercy and love. Take small steps if you must, but do not halt, for I am guiding each footfall, ensuring that no path you tread is wasted and no tear you shed is unseen. You belong to me, and I will guide you safely across every stumbling block and through every valley of sorrow. Surrender the heaviness of your worries to me, and trust that I am working for your good. Move forward, believing in the great plans I have in store. Indeed, there is a shelter in my arms, a refuge so secure that no threatening wind can topple you when you stand under my provision. I am your fortress, steadfast and immovable, a place where you can dwell without fear of condemnation or shame, and I invite you to rest your weary soul upon my everlasting arms. Do not doubt my devotion, for it is written upon your very soul that you are treasured, and I wish to give you the full measure of my kindness. Look forward, and know that beyond the horizon lies an endless field of possibilities I have prepared for you. Rise up, for tomorrow holds hope. Embrace hope, my dear one, for I delight in granting you the desires of your heart when they align with my good plan, and I celebrate the beauty that dwells within you. I see your unique qualities, your laughter, your tears, your dreams, and I find them all so precious, reflecting the creativity and love I have woven into the fabric of your being. You are special in my eyes, and nothing can diminish the value I have placed upon your life. Take comfort and press on, for I promise you that I will guide your every step. Believe in this guiding light. As you read these words, remember that I stand before you now, arms open wide, ready to shield you from harm and welcome you into a world of grace beyond your understanding. My faithfulness spans every generation and reaches into every corner of your life, continually guiding your soul toward abundant peace. So stay near to me and never doubt the immensity of my care, for you are indeed precious, and I will never forsake the one whom my heart adores. Carry on with hope, for I am here, shining my light on your future. My cherished one, do not underestimate the worth I have placed upon you, for within you lies a treasure that goes beyond earthly measurements, and I see in you a reflection of my own goodness. Each moment you breathe is testament to the care and precision I used in creating every detail of your being, knitting you together with a tapestry of hopes and dreams that shine with eternal promise. When you glance at your own reflection, I urge you to remember that my fingerprints are on every aspect of who you are, and you are wonderfully made. Do not allow the voices of doubt to convince you otherwise, for my declaration over your life is that you are deeply cherished, formed with intention, and chosen for good works. Stand firm in that identity. You might find it difficult to grasp how vast my love for you is, but I implore you to pause, look around at the beauty of creation, and understand that I have made you even more precious than the lilies of the field and the sparrows of the sky. I have watched over you from your earliest days, celebrating your joys and mourning your hurts, carefully guiding you toward purpose. In your laughter, I see my delight echoed, and in your tears, I extend my arm to comfort and restore. You are not alone, for my care embraces every facet of your existence, drawing you ever closer to my heart. Be strong in the knowledge of this care. Rejoice in the knowledge that I take pride in every step of progress you make, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, for I delight in watching you grow into the fullness of who I designed you to be. Celebrate your victories, acknowledge your mistakes, and come to me with the confidence of a beloved child, certain that my arms are always open. Know that I do not judge you by standards the world tries to impose, for I see the deeper truths within you, the flickers of faith and hope that push you forward. Do not grow weary in doing good, for at the right time you will reap a harvest of blessings. Press on with renewed courage. I know that life can present challenges that appear overwhelming, and there are moments when despair tries to cling to your heart, attempting to convince you that tomorrow holds no promise. Yet I am here, longing to remind you that trials are temporary, and that even in your darkest hours, my light still shines. The nights of sorrow you have endured were not overlooked, for I am fully aware of every tear you have shed in secret, and I treasure even your unspoken prayers. I see you in the stillness of midnight, grappling with the weight of anxiety, and I whisper reminders of my faithfulness into your spirit. Be comforted, for I am near. Do not be afraid, for I am your shield, the one who stands between you and every scheme designed to harm you. My protection extends beyond physical safety, guarding your heart and mind from the unseen battles that rage in the realm of fear and doubt. Place your trust in my unwavering might, and know that my heavenly armies surround you, bearing witness to your steadfastness and interceding on your behalf. There is no power strong enough to separate you from my love, and no darkness thick enough to overshadow the radiance I have set within you. Hold on to my promises, and you will find the courage to stand. Even when it seems as though you are traveling through a wilderness season, I am the pillar of cloud by day and the pillar of fire by night, guiding you with my wisdom and illuminating your path. Keep your eyes fixed on me, and do not let your heart falter when the journey seems long or your strength feels spent. I am pouring out new mercies upon you every morning, renewing your hope and restoring your faith, so that you may press forward with confidence. I have set my seal upon your destiny, and no adversary can thwart the plan I have carefully woven for you. March on with steadfast trust. Speak with me in prayer, beloved, for I am always near, ready to hear the whispers of your heart and respond with compassion. You need not fear that your words will be too small or your doubts too large, because I invite your honesty and welcome your pleas, eager to hold you in my tenderness. Come to me when you are weary, and I will provide rest for your soul, as a father gives rest to his beloved child, cradling you in strong yet gentle arms. Surrender your anxieties to me, and let my presence become the soothing balm for your troubled thoughts. My peace is yours for the asking. I encourage you to cast aside hesitation, for prayer is simply the opening of your heart to the one who has loved you since before time began. Even when words fail, I hear the cries hidden behind your silence, and I respond with warmth that melts away every barrier. Let your faith be unburdened by the complexities of ritual, and instead trust in the power of a sincere and humble heart. I am listening, always, and I delight in your willingness to approach me with openness and vulnerability. Embrace this fellowship and be refreshed. Know that I have prepared a grand future for you, one brimming with grace, hope, and an abundance of joy, even if today looks bleak. Your trials are not permanent fixtures. Rather, they are stepping stones leading to triumphs that will cause you to marvel at my handiwork. Stand tall, knowing that your journey is undergirded by my support, and that each season has its purpose, bringing you closer to the radiant outcome I have envisioned. Let faith guide your perspective, and be assured that I am here, crafting something new in your life. Remain steadfast in hope, for I will not fail you. Therefore, carry forward, my child, with confidence in what I will accomplish in and through you, holding firmly to the promise of my unending love. Look beyond the present challenges and see the seeds of possibility I have planted in your heart, each one poised to bloom in my perfect timing. Be steadfast in hope, for I am by your side, orchestrating wonders that will surpass your expectations. Stay courageous, stay hopeful, and trust that my goodness is already unfolding in every aspect of your journey. Go forth with joy, for I am leading you onward. My dear one, you may sometimes feel as if the weight of the world rests on your shoulders, and in those moments I urge you to recall that I never intended for you to carry burdens alone. I designed you to walk hand in hand with me, trusting in my strength rather than relying solely on your own, because I long to see you live in freedom and not be crushed by anxiety or fear. When your heart grows heavy and your mind races with thoughts of all that could go wrong, remember that I am your solid ground, the rock upon which you can stand unshaken by the winds of change. Embrace my support, and let your spirit find solace in the knowledge that I am fully capable of handling every care you entrust to me. Hold fast to this truth. I see how society sometimes presses you to bear a polished exterior, as if you must hide all traces of vulnerability or struggle. Yet I invite you to bring your authentic self to me. Bring every emotion, every tear, and every frustration, for nothing within you is hidden from my sight, and I do not turn away from your imperfections. Instead, I welcome you with open arms, ready to mend your wounds, shape your character, and lead you toward a life of meaningful purpose. Yes, the process may challenge you, and yes, you will stumble, but never doubt my loving intent, for I am molding you like a potter shaping clay into a masterpiece. Trust my craftsmanship. Do not fear the opinions of others, for my perspective remains the ultimate truth, that you are precious, treasured, and unconditionally loved. I see beyond external achievements or momentary failures, gazing instead upon the heart that yearns for redemption, the soul that quietly prays for guidance. Even when you falter, I offer forgiveness and lift you back up, placing you on a path toward greater wisdom and deeper compassion. No matter how many steps you believe you have taken away from me, I will gladly cover the distance, stretching my hand out to bring you close once more. Remain certain of my grace. Recognize that your trials are not in vain, and that I often use adversity to refine your character, teaching you resilience and perseverance through challenges that appear insurmountable at first glance. I know how the pains of betrayal, the sting of rejection, and the pangs of loss can bruise your spirit. Yet I encourage you to lay those burdens before me, trusting that I will transform them into testimonies of hope. Do not allow the darkness of heartbreak to close your heart entirely, for I am here, shining a guiding light to illuminate the beauty that can emerge from the ashes of despair. Rest assured, I will never abandon you. Let me be the cornerstone upon which you build your future, for I am dependable and steadfast, a sure foundation that will not crumble under pressure. When waves of uncertainty crash against your life, do not be shaken, but rather anchor yourself in the truth of my promises, which extend beyond fleeting circumstances. My covenant with you remains unbroken, sealed by my everlasting mercy, because I never revoke the words I have spoken over my beloved. Step forward with the confidence that you are shielded by my protection, and that you are destined for victory in due season. Stand tall in my strength. Come to me in prayer whenever you feel confusion gnawing at your peace, because I am the giver of wisdom that surpasses human understanding. Seek my counsel in all matters, both small and great, for I take delight in guiding you toward the best path, lighting each step with clarity and discernment. Be patient in waiting upon my direction, for haste can sometimes lead to detours and pitfalls that I wish to spare you. Rest assured that I am listening, that I consider your concerns with loving seriousness, and that in my timing I will lead you through the doors I have opened specifically for you. Keep trusting me in all things. When you find yourself at a crossroads, uncertain which route to pursue, remember that I stand ready to walk beside you through every possibility. You are not left to figure out life's complexities on your own, for I am a constant companion, always mindful of your plight. Though you might not always perceive my subtle nudges or gentle guidance, trust that I am orchestrating circumstances so that you may align with the destiny I have prepared. Fear not making mistakes, for even if you stray, my grace abounds, pulling you back onto a path that resonates with my perfect plan. Keep moving forward, for I am with you. I am the God who brings refreshing to parched souls, who transforms deserts into blooming gardens, and who makes a way where there seems to be no way. Do not measure my power by your limitations, for I specialize in the impossible, bringing forth miracles that defy logical expectation. Keep hope alive in your heart, for you are never beyond the reach of my creative wonders, and I am never too distant to answer your cry for help. In times of helplessness, call upon me, and watch as I open heaven's storehouses to pour out grace upon you. Wait in faith, for I will answer. My longing is for you to remain steadfast in faith, to let trust take root so deeply within your heart that no storm can uproot it. Cling to my word as a lamp unto your feet, letting it guide your every decision and elevate your perspective when the world tries to drag you down. There will be moments when perseverance seems too steep a climb, but I assure you, I am climbing beside you, whispering encouragement that resonates with hope. You need not be perfect in your faith. You only need to step out with the assurance that I am faithful to sustain you. Believe and do not doubt. Therefore, do not let discouragement define your present circumstances, but let my promise ignite within you a zeal for the future. For I have spoken victory over your life. Lift your eyes beyond the horizon of your current troubles and see that my plans encompass far more than you can currently behold. I am equipping you with a strength that will persevere through the hardest trials and a joy that will rise above the fiercest sorrow. Yes, my beloved, go forward boldly. trusting in my unfailing commitment to see you flourish. For I am with you always, guiding you in love. Embrace the path ahead, for it is filled with my favor. My beloved child, pause in this moment and let the magnitude of my devotion wash over you, for I have loved you since before the foundations of the earth were laid. Through every era, through every struggle humanity has faced, my heart has remained bent toward you, reaching across the divide to draw you into communion with me. And now, in this very instant, I yearn for you to fully embrace the depths of my mercy, letting go of guilt or shame that tries to convince you you are unworthy of my presence. Hear my voice gently calling your name, reminding you that you were created out of love, for love. Be comforted, for I remain the source of perfect love. In the midst of pressures that demand your time, your energy, and your attention, I implore you to remember that your spirit needs my nourishment more than anything else. Do not allow the noise of the world to drown out the still, small voice that speaks life into your soul, for in quiet moments with me, clarity emerges and perspective shifts. When you open your heart, even briefly, to commune with me, you will discover that I fill your emptiness with unspeakable peace. I am the bread of life, the living water, and I stand ready to satisfy the hunger and thirst that no worldly pursuit can quench. Come and be filled. Let us journey together through the pages of my word, where truth is revealed, comfort is found, and promises are recorded for your encouragement. When storms threaten to capsize your hope, remember the testimonies of my faithfulness. How I delivered my people from oppression, how I rescued individuals from the brink of despair. These stories are not relics of a past era, but living reminders that I am consistent in my character. As I was then, I am now, and I will be forever, the same steadfast refuge for you to cling to. Look to my track record and be assured. If you ever question your purpose or your identity, know that I have called you to be my ambassador of love, shining my light into places where darkness tries to reign. You do not need to have all the answers or be a flawless example. I only ask that you remain willing and open, allowing my spirit to guide and equip you. Like a lamp set upon a stand, your life can illuminate hope for others to see. And in doing so, you will witness how I can work through even the smallest acts of kindness. Your uniqueness is a gift I have bestowed upon you, a facet of my grand design that only you can carry out. Let your light shine brightly. Remember that I am deeply invested in your growth, tending the soil of your heart with patience and care. The seeds I have planted within you, seeds of faith, compassion, resilience, and creativity, are destined to bloom in season, blossoming into a living reflection of my love in the world. If ever you feel disheartened by slow progress or repeated setbacks, hold fast to the truth that I am not finished with you yet. My transformative power is at work constantly, shaping you to mirror my goodness more brightly. Persevere in the hope of my active hand upon you. I know that life can sometimes appear as a twisting path of uncertainties, with challenges that loom larger than your confidence. Yet in these times, do not forget that I specialize in changing impossibilities into testimonies of what my grace can accomplish. Your limitations are simply opportunities for me to demonstrate my boundless power, revealing that I am indeed the God who can breathe life into dry bones and bring forth rivers in a barren wilderness. Lay aside the notion that you have to do everything in your own strength, and instead, place your trust in my unfailing might, for I am your support and your salvation. Surrender and watch my greatness manifest. In every valley of decision, in every desert of waiting, I am shaping and refining your character so you will stand strong in the day of adversity. Trials are not meant to break you beyond repair, but to reveal the resilience I have placed within you, and the superiority of my grace that undergirds you. Yes, the road may be painful, and there might be seasons of weeping, but rest assured that I collect your tears, and I promise to turn your mourning into joy. Wait upon me with expectancy, knowing that I bring beauty from ashes and cause hope to rise from the rubble of disappointment. Believe in my power to redeem. Communication with me does not require any special ceremony, for you can speak with me as naturally as you would a dear friend. While reverence for my holiness is important, I also long for genuine intimacy, for your honest words spoken in the quiet corners of your heart. Share your dreams, your fears, your triumphs, and your failures with me, and you will discover that my response is always clothed in mercy. There is no condemnation for those who come to me with sincere hearts, only the warm embrace of a loving Father who delights in his children's voices. Come freely and be assured of my welcome. Prayer is the key that unlocks deeper fellowship with my Spirit, fueling your soul with a heavenly perspective that sees beyond what your eyes can currently observe. Pray with expectancy, believing that I hear you and that I am already orchestrating answers in ways both subtle and grand. Do not be intimidated by prayers that seem too big or desires that feel too extravagant. I am the creator of all things, and my resources are not limited by human constraints. Come boldly before my throne and trust that your petitions are safe in my keeping. Watch as I reveal my goodness in your life. As you press forward, keep your gaze fixed on the future I have prepared, a future sealed with the promise of my blessings. Though the path may zigzag through trials, never doubt that each turn has the potential to reveal my provision in surprising ways, strengthening your faith and expanding your capacity to love. Stand tall, knowing that my Spirit empowers you, that my angels stand guard over you, and that my presence is the unwavering anchor for your soul. Move onward with confidence, for your story is far from over, and I am already writing a chapter of victory that will fill your heart with gladness. Press forward in hope. My precious child, in all your pursuits and ambitions, remember that my ultimate desire is to see you flourish in the fullness of my purpose for your life, not merely to chase fleeting glories or worldly accolades. Indeed, I have gifted you with abilities and talents that are meant to shine forth and bring blessings to others, yet I call you first and foremost to a relationship with me. There is a sweet serenity in walking closely at my side, where your aspirations align with my greater plan and you learn to value eternal treasures over momentary gains. When your heart is rooted in me, success finds a deeper meaning and satisfaction that cannot be quenched by the passing days. Cherish this deeper meaning. Do not be discouraged when the journey toward your dreams becomes arduous or you face detours that test your patience. For I am using every step to teach you perseverance and reliance on my wisdom. The achievements of faith often arise from seasons of waiting, where you learn to recognize my hand in the hidden places, molding you into a vessel of honor. If you should stumble along the way, I am not standing over you with condemnation. Rather, I am stooping down to help you rise again, dusting you off and urging you to keep moving forward. Each lesson learned is an opportunity for growth, and nothing is wasted in my economy. Keep pressing onward. I see the longing in your heart for breakthroughs and answered prayers, and I want you to know that my timing is flawless, though it can be difficult to understand from your limited vantage point. Even when it seems I am silent, rest assured that I am at work behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail with unwavering precision. Like a master weaver, I interlace every thread of your life, both joys and sorrows, into a tapestry that reflects my glory and draws you deeper into trust. So do not lose heart, for the dawn comes after the darkest night, and I specialize in transforming despair into radiant hope. Remain expectant, for I move in due season. Take refuge in my promises and speak them over your life. For my word is like a sword that cuts through doubt and fear, reinforcing your spirit with power. When you meditate on my truth, your mind is renewed, and you gain the perspective that allows you to navigate challenges with courage. Declare over yourself that you are victorious in me, that I have not destined you for defeat, and that every setback is merely a setup for a mighty testimony of my faithfulness. Plant my words in your heart. Let them take root, and watch as they produce a harvest of peace and confidence that overflows into the world around you. Stand tall in my assurances. Do not underestimate the power of gratitude, for a thankful heart opens the door to deeper fellowship with me, lifting your eyes from problems to the one who holds every solution. As you cultivate gratitude, you align your spirit with the reality that my mercies are new every morning, and that each breath you take is an unearned gift. Even in the midst of turmoil, you will find subtle blessings, glimpses of my goodness that serve as reminders of my constant care. Let thankfulness be your compass, guiding you to see that I have woven blessings into the fabric of each day, waiting for your acknowledgement and delight. Rejoice in every grace bestowed. Consider how small acts of kindness, driven by the love I pour into your heart, can ripple outward into tremendous impact. A comforting word, a simple prayer offered in faith, or a willingness to listen with empathy can become the catalyst for transformation in another's life. I have placed you in a circle of influence for a reason, that you might be a conduit of my grace, reaching the lonely, the forgotten, and the wounded with a message of hope. Never doubt that your compassionate gesture, no matter how modest, has the potential to illuminate the darkness in someone else's despair. Serve with my love and watch miracles bloom. When doubts arise and questions cloud your mind, remember that genuine faith is not the absence of uncertainty, but the courage to bring those uncertainties to me, trusting that I will lead you through them. Abraham questioned, Moses hesitated, and David lamented, yet each discovered that my steadfast love outweighs human frailty. In your own wrestling, I am not offended. On the contrary, I welcome your honest cries, and I respond with grace, revealing facets of my nature in ways you might not expect. Let these moments deepen your bond with me, forging a faith that can withstand life's fiercest storms. Never be afraid to ask, for I am near. I remind you now that your identity does not hinge on your mistakes, your status, or your past experiences, but on the fact that I have called you my child. You are part of my eternal family, and nothing can snatch you away from my hand, for my grip is unrelenting in love. So when the world tries to define you by its shifting standards, stand firm in the knowledge that you are sealed with my promise, a beloved heir to a kingdom that transcends the boundaries of this earth. You are clothed in righteousness, and your worth is determined by the price I paid for you, an immeasurable sacrifice given freely out of my boundless affection. Rest in this enduring truth. Devote time each day to cultivate a deeper awareness of my presence, whether through stillness, worship, or quiet reflection on the wonders of creation. Invite my spirit to fill the spaces of your heart where fear and anxiety lurk, allowing my peace to govern your emotions and my wisdom to shape your decisions. Let the fruit of my spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control manifest in your interactions, so that others might sense my reality through your life. This is not a burden, but a beautiful invitation to let me shine through you. Walk in the light of my spirit. Journey forward in confidence, beloved, for I have gone ahead to prepare the way, and my hand remains upon you no matter where the road leads. You may face trials, but you will also witness miracles. You may encounter sorrow, but you will also find joys that defy explanation. Trust that in all these things I am working for your good, crafting a narrative that displays my redemptive power and ushers you into a future bursting with promise. Stand firm, take heart, and remember that I hold you in my unfailing love, always and forever. Let courage fill your steps. My beloved, hear me once again as I assure you of my unfailing commitment to see you thrive in body, mind, and spirit. For I have set my favor upon you like a mantle of light. I know how the cares of daily life can weigh you down, how obligations and responsibilities can sometimes siphon away the zeal you once felt. Yet, I stand ready to replenish your vigor, renewing you from the inside out, so that even in the busiest seasons, your soul finds rest in my abiding presence. Look to me when weariness invades your heart, and I will strengthen you so you can walk and not grow faint. Rest in my renewal. There is no detail of your life that escapes my attention, from the smallest passing thought to the deepest longing of your heart, and I take joy in lavishing you with the generosity of my blessings. Even in moments when your eyes cannot see the fruits of my labor, trust that I am orchestrating perfect solutions that will astound you. Do not restrict your hopes to the limited scope of human possibilities, for my ways surpass what the mind can imagine, and my resources are boundless. It pleases me to honor your faith, so dare to believe beyond the confines of logic and anticipate the marvelous outcomes that I alone can deliver. Expand your faith, for I am limitless. I invite you to place your hand in mine and journey with the assurance that I have charted a path tailored precisely to your steps. In times when the fog of uncertainty settles thick upon your vision, remember that I am your compass, and I do not lead astray. The process of faith often requires you to proceed with only partial understanding, learning to rely on the promptings of my spirit rather than clear-cut signs. This might feel uncomfortable, yet it is in these moments that your trust is refined and your relationship with me deepens in profound ways you cannot yet measure. Walk boldly, relying on my wisdom. Take courage in knowing that I do not grow impatient with your questions or your struggles. Instead, I hold you tenderly and guide you forward, one step at a time. Each victory you experience, no matter how seemingly small, is a testimony of my grace propelling you onward. And even when you face setbacks, know that I am right there, picking you up, helping you learn from the missteps, and encouraging you to move ahead once again. Your life is a continuous unfolding of my purpose, written with care and sealed with my promise never to forsake you. Press on with renewed confidence. Let my word be your anchor and your beacon, a steadfast guide that reminds you who you are in me and how I have called you to live. When you feel the swirl of competing voices, return to the scriptures for a sacred pause, letting truth drown out the clamor of confusion. Through every command, promise, and parable, I reveal my heart, which has always been to lead you into fullness of life. Grasp hold of these eternal principles and let them shape your thoughts, your speech, and your actions, for they will steady your feet on the rock of my faithfulness. Take refuge in my counsel. I see the dreams you harbor within, some of which you have shared openly and others you keep locked away, uncertain if they are valid or if they can ever come to pass. Let me remind you that with me, all things are possible, and I delight in partnering with you to fulfill the purpose I have placed in your soul. There is no aspiration too grand, no vision too vast, that I cannot bring into being if it aligns with my perfect will. Keep your heart in tune with my leading, for in due time I will reveal the ways in which I desire to bring your dreams to fruition, and the results will surpass your greatest expectations. Dare to dream boldly in my presence. Remember that my love for you is not contingent on your performance, your accomplishments, or your ability to always make the right choices. Rather, it is rooted in my own nature, which is love, and I have chosen you to be an object of my affection. When you stumble, I do not withdraw my presence. Instead, I draw even closer, eager to offer forgiveness, restoration, and a fresh start. Your past does not disqualify you from my compassion, nor can anything separate you from the loving kindness I bestow upon those who seek me sincerely. Rest in the security of my unconditional embrace. Should you ever feel overwhelmed by the demands of life, come away with me into a quiet place, even if just for a fleeting moment, and let the hush of my peace envelop your heart. Breathe in the reality that I am your constant companion, and let every care slip from your fingers as you place it on my shoulders. You will find that my burden is light, and my yoke is easy, for I carry the weight of your concerns so that you may walk unencumbered and free. In that simplicity, your spirit will soar, unshackled by worry and revitalized by my gentle encouragement. Be refreshed in the silence of my presence. I have spoken promises over you that remain as certain as the rising sun, and they will come to pass at the appointed time. For I am not a God who teases or deceives. My yes is yes, and my no is no, and every decree I have uttered is backed by the full authority of heaven. Therefore, do not allow doubt to erode your confidence. Do not let fear cast a shadow over the bright future I have prepared. Let my faithfulness across generations be your assurance, for I have never abandoned those who trust in me. Stand on the rock of my integrity. Go forward, dear child, with renewed zeal and determination, secure in the knowledge that my love, my power, and my guidance are wholly at your disposal. Lift your eyes above the uncertainties around you and fix them on my unwavering character, which remains your bedrock in times of trial. Relish in the journey, not just the destination, knowing that I am intimately involved in your daily experiences, using them as catalysts for greater faith and deeper joy. Continue onward, for I have already cleared the path that lies ahead. Step confidently, for I walk with you. My dearest child, I ask you today to reflect on the vastness of my promises, for they extend across every facet of your life, illuminating the smallest corners where shadows still linger. Believe that nothing is beyond my reach, and no concern is too trivial for my notice, for I delight in caring for you wholly, body, mind, and spirit. If you are weary, let me be your rest. If you are anxious, let me be your peace. If you are uncertain, let me be your guiding light. In all things turn to me and find that I am ready to supply your every need according to the riches of my glory. Lean on me and be sustained. Do not underestimate the power of hope, for it is a lifeline that sustains you through the storms of today, reminding you of the victories that await tomorrow. Cling to hope as a precious gift I place in your hands, a reminder that your story is still unfolding and that my grace is constantly at work within you. Even when you are surrounded by the darkness of adversity, hope whispers that my light has not been extinguished, that breakthroughs often arrive in the midnight hour, and that I am capable of reversing the direst situations. Guard this hope and let it grow into a blazing testimony of my goodness. I encourage you to stand firm in the truth that you are a part of my great plan, which spans generations and transcends the limitations of earthly thinking. Sometimes you may question your significance or wonder if you truly matter in the grand scheme, but I assure you, every act of kindness, every prayer you offer, and every moment of faith you hold on to resonates in eternity. Your life is woven into a tapestry of redemption and restoration that I have been crafting since the beginning of time, and your willingness to serve me and love others contributes threads of beauty that will never fade. Remember, you are integral to my design. When the chaos of the world attempts to drown out my voice, find sanctuary in the quiet places where you can hear the whispers of my spirit speaking to your heart. In solitude and stillness, I will reveal my purposes to you, nudging you toward decisions that honor me and fulfill the desires I have sown within your soul. You do not need to shout to be heard by me, for I perceive even the silent prayers of your innermost thoughts. Draw near to me, and I will draw near to you, covering you in a solace that transcends all human comprehension. Seek stillness and find my counsel. I ask you to remember that compassion lies at the core of my nature, and I call you to mirror this compassion in your interactions with others. Let your love be more than words, expressed instead through tangible acts of service, generosity, and empathy. Seek out the lonely, the marginalized, and the hurting, extending to them the same grace I have lavished upon you. Your hands can become my hands. Your voice can echo my truth. And through these heartfelt gestures, people will come to know that I am alive and active in the world, reflect my love, and see lives change. You may wonder how it is possible for one individual to bring significant change in a realm filled with so much pain and injustice. But let me assure you that even a single drop of kindness can create ripples that reach distant shores. Never allow the magnitude of a problem to paralyze your willingness to be an instrument of my mercy. Your obedience to my promptings, no matter how small they appear, carries the potential to spark a chain reaction of goodness, reminding humanity of the divine love that undergirds all creation. So let my light shine through you, unafraid of the darkness. Trust my power to multiply your efforts. In moments of uncertainty, do not forget that my Spirit dwells within you, a constant source of wisdom, guidance, and empowerment. I have not left you as orphans, but have sent the Holy Spirit to comfort and counsel you, illuminating Scripture, convicting hearts, and granting the supernatural ability to walk in accordance with my ways. Open your heart to the Spirit's leading, be sensitive to the gentle nudges that direct you toward righteousness, and rest in the knowledge that you are not left to fend for yourself in this journey of faith. Lean on the Spirit and find hidden strength. If you feel that you lack the strength to persevere, come to me and I will renew your vigor like the eagles, lifting your wings so that you may soar above the clouds of despair. When your hope wanes, my Spirit breathes fresh optimism into your soul, reminding you that the story is not finished. Strength does not always manifest as grand demonstrations of power. Sometimes, it looks like taking a single step forward when fear urges you to stand still. I applaud your courage in those moments, and I delight in every instance where you cling to my promises despite the odds. Be persistent in faith. Remember that you are an heir to my kingdom, and as such, you carry a noble inheritance, the right to walk in peace, to stand in victory, and to perpetuate my love wherever you go. You are not a mere bystander in life, subject to every gust of misfortune. Rather, you are my beloved, equipped with gifts and authority to make a difference. Stand up tall, figuratively and literally, for you have been called and commissioned by the King of Kings, who entrusts you with a mission to bring hope, healing, and reconciliation to a world that desperately needs a touch of divine grace. Therefore, move ahead boldly, knowing you are chosen. Therefore, continue forward with expectation, trusting that each day brings new opportunities to witness my hand at work in your life. Allow your faith to shape your outlook, your prayers to shape your heart, and my presence to shape your character. In these acts of trust and surrender, you will discover that I am faithful to fulfill every word I have spoken over you, and that the tapestry I am weaving in your life shines with the radiance of a promise kept. Be steadfast, be hopeful, and remember always that I am here, leading you toward a destiny filled with boundless love and immeasurable joy. Press on in anticipation of my wonders. My child, as these words near their end, let your heart rest in the unshakable truth that my love remains constant. I have held you since the day you were formed, and I will hold you still when storms rage or doubts arise. Trust that I do not lose sight of you, for my commitment is eternal. Each day you wake, I extend fresh mercy, beckoning you to walk in the light of my peace. Receive now my blessing, the covering of my presence that speaks calm into chaos and breathes courage into fear. In adversity, anchor your soul in my unchanging character, recalling that I remain the same through every season. Lift your eyes above the fray, for I have proclaimed hope and a future over your life, and each obstacle holds opportunity to witness my power at work. I bless your relationships with harmony, praying that unity and compassion prevail in each bond you form. Let healing flow where strife has taken root, and let forgiveness mend what bitterness has broken. These connections are gifts for your enrichment, reflections of my heart, to encourage and strengthen you. Nurture them with patience and kindness, sowing goodness that yields joy in due season. I speak prosperity over endeavors that spring from a heart aligned with my will, for I delight in seeing you flourish. Whether you labor in study, business, or caring for family, my favor is present, uplifting you toward success that bears eternal worth. Do not measure yourself by worldly standards, but hold fast to the knowledge that genuine triumph is found in serving with humility and glorifying me in all you do. My vow is steadfast. I will stand at your side in triumph, celebrating each milestone, and I will stand with you in brokenness, offering solace that no human comfort can rival. Though others may fail or circumstances shift, I remain your ally, never turning away from your cries. Draw near with boldness, for my throne of grace is wide open, imparting new strength for every challenge. Look ahead and behold the horizon I have prepared, a realm of hope, promise, and infinite possibility. Cast off regrets and fears that rob you of present joy, and lift your voice in thanksgiving. The path may hold surprises, but fear not, for I chart each step with loving intention, turning obstacles into open doors. Stand firm in faith, trusting my power to transform the impossible. Deep within you lie seeds of purpose, planted by my design, waiting for the right season to unfold. Trust me to water them, nurturing them with the light of my word, pruning away all that impedes growth. Embrace the process, for true transformation is often slow, forged in steady, patient submission to my shaping hand. If you stumble, know that I am near, ready to guide you back on course. Open your heart to my Spirit, who whispers wisdom in ways beyond human understanding. Through gentle leading, you will find solutions and uncover opportunities hidden in what seemed like failure. Lean in when confusion arises, finding clarity in the stillness where I speak truth to your innermost being. The Spirit is your counselor, an ever-present guide on this journey of faith. My faithfulness extends to those you love, enveloping family, friends, and community, offering the same grace I pour on you. Pray fervently for them, trusting my power to reach places your words cannot. Your intercession matters, opening doors for miracles and transformations that echo my compassion into wounded hearts. Through earnest pleas, you partner with me in weaving redemption. Now, as you depart from these reflections, carry my promises close, reminding yourself daily that I have called you by name. You belong to me, and I will not relinquish you to doubts or despair. Let your life testify to my mercy, kindness, and love, that others might sense my presence through your actions. By each benevolent deed, you prove that I am still moving among my children, healing and restoring them in warmth that never fades. Step forward, dear one, knowing I have paved a path of blessing and spiritual abundance. Keep your ears attuned to my direction, your eyes open to my wonders, and your heart soft to my voice. I am with you in triumph and trial, sorrow and celebration, guiding you through every landscape. Do not be dismayed, for my faithfulness spans every generation, and I will fulfill all I have spoken. Let hope rise, let love abound, and let peace reign. The best is yet to come. Let my reassurance envelop you when you feel uncertain about the future, for I see the end from the beginning and guide you on the best path. Know that every disappointment can become a platform for unexpected blessings, as I weave all circumstances into a plan that is ultimately for your good. Though you may not grasp every turn right now, trust in my careful orchestration, for I take pleasure in directing your steps toward prosperity in spirit, soul, and even in your earthly concerns. Stand firm, recalling that I am your unshakable foundation, an anchor that holds steady no matter how fierce the winds may blow. Remember also to celebrate each small victory, for it reflects my hand uplifting you day by day. Nothing escapes my notice, and every triumph, however modest, is a reminder that I am working even in life's hidden moments.